What is up, party people? Welcome in to the latest edition of Sandhu and Sheen Pigskin Picks NFL Week 5 edition. I am Sandhu. He is Sheen. What is going on, Jer?
Oh, just another day in paradise.
Mm-hmm.
Loving the 4-0 start by my Eagles on the hunt for the elusive repeat. No one's ever three-peat. So we got to do this. We got to
Yeah.
establish this dynasty.
They haven't been doing it with the greatest rush attack so far, and AJ Brown's had a few words too, right? So we'll get into
Yeah.
more of that a little bit later. Let's do a little quick recap of NFL Week 4. We went 4-4 overall with our picks. The winning picks that we had, both of our platinums hit. KC plus 2.5, Seattle -1. Your Detroit -9 came through. My Giants plus 6.5 came through. My Steelers dog came through, and both of our teasers won. And unfortunately, you got your double knockout, Jared. Baltimore lost, so you're officially out of it. But you can play for just for the fun of it. I got through with Houston, so we move on to NFL Week 5. This is the first week of the bye week, so I think there's 4 teams on byes, and generally teams going into a bye week, they play really well, and I think that'll be a theme this week as well that we'll have here on S&S. So let's kick it off. Platinum picks. Tell me why you're liking the Colts -7, Jer.
I just think the Colts are rolling and
Mm-hmm.
have no problems. Covering that 7. I think they're going to continue to put up points. The defense is going to continue to be decently stingy. I know the Rams put points up on them, but that last touchdown was, that was a long one.
Mm-hmm.
That was only one guy's fault, not the whole defense. And yeah, I think they'll continue to plug away and lead that division.
Is Gino going to be throwing pick sixes and 3 picks again? Because he leads the NFL in interceptions,
Well, exactly,
right?
and then their defense isn't any better. They're giving up a lot of points. They're the Colts
O
are going to
line is
continue to
just
roll,
trash, right?
though. It's more about the Colts continuing to roll than it is Las Vegas. I do traditionally attack the weak teams. Everybody knows this, but
Yeah.
it's more about the Colts rolling than Las Vegas failing for me with
I'm
this
just
pick.
surprised the number's this big. I thought the number would be like 4.5, maybe 5, 6, but I got to admit, it's kind of weird seeing Indianapolis as a 7-point favorite. Like I know it's struggling Las Vegas, but yeah, it kind of reminds me of that Arizona game where they're favored by 7, and I can see a little backdoor action here. But Colts are playing just about as good as anyone. So I mean, you're laying the number against a team that's on the rise, and the Raiders not so much. Pete Carroll's being questioned. His coaching, he's almost like 80 years old. Um, Obviously, Gino's being questioned. Offensive line's being questioned. And Daniel Jones, our guy, is on his comeback player of the year track, I think, so far. So
Oh,
let's move on to
definitely.
my platinum pick. I am going with the Seattle Seahawks laying the 3.5. I really wanted to get them at -3. I just hesitated, and then the number jumped up to 3.5. So I'm hoping that hook doesn't come back to bite me. But I'm not liking what I've seen from Tampa Bay, Jared. I know they made it a game against Philadelphia in the second half, but the offensive line is beat up. And now I think Bucky Irvin is in a cast. I'm not sure if he's going to play or not, right? He's a bit of a soldier type guy, right? I could see him playing, right? But still, I'm liking what I see from the Seahawks. They're well rested. I know they haven't been the greatest at home the last, 3, 4 years, but I think they can change that in this matchup where they're healthier. And Sam Darnold is doing what he needs to do. As long as he's not throwing against the other team, I like the Seattle rushing attack here. I think it's a small number, so I'll lay it 3.5. I will give the 3.5 and take Seahawks to go 4-1. They'll be looking to go, 4 straight wins and possibly lead that division with whoever wins on Thursday night. So that's the platinum selections. We started off pretty good, so we're 2-0 on the show for platinum picks. Gold picks, Chair. I am going to kick it off. I'm taking Denver Broncos plus the points. I think this is a good spot for Denver. Yeah, it's a short week, but I got a good number, plus 4.5. It's already down to 3.5. So I'm getting some closing line value there. And like I was saying about the Eagles, that rush attack is like, 3 yards in a cloud of dust. And I think Denver can obviously hold them down. And then they just got playmakers on defense. I can see them, you know, maybe getting a turnover or two. And let's be honest, Eagles may have not won those games last week if it wasn't for those field goal blocks. So if there's no field goal block this week, Jer, I'm liking Denver's to keep it close. I think it's a field goal game either way. So I'll take the 3.5. And I'm taking the Broncos against our team, Jer. Yes, I do bet against the Eagles, and I do bet with them.
Uh, I don't know. I think our defense is better than their defense. I think that'll be the difference in the end. Both offenses are going to
Mm,
struggle. And I think
yeah.
Jalen Carter and the crew are going to be just a little bit better and produce the win on defense somehow. But, we'll see. It'll
Yeah,
be a good
I
one.
think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be close. I think Denver matches up really well with them. Yeah, they're playing on Monday night, but that was a bit of a walkthrough against Cincinnati. Cincinnati has no offense. Eagles' offense just hasn't been that impressive, right? Like, now AJ Brown squawking. There's going to be, trying to force feed him. And I just think Denver's good enough. They got two good running backs. Dobbins looks solid. The rookie Harvey looks okay. And, Cortland Sutton's not a big name, but he does have a big name production when needed. Bo Nix scares me, obviously, Jerry. I'm not a big fan of his, but he can dink and dunk, game manage, throw some screens, keep it close. Eagles do need to shit the bed one time or another, so I'll take Denver plus the 4.5. I'm getting closing line value, so let's roll with it. Your gold picture. Tell me why you're liking the Giants plus 2, coming off a
Um,
upset victory.
it's not that, yeah, I know they're coming off a high. I just
Mm-hmm.
don't think that their competition is really anything to be scared of. And I think they just showed that they're a little bit more online disciplined to, you know, beat a very good team in San Diego. So, they kind of showed me that they
LA.
can maybe do. Sorry, woo, Chargers.
No, I know.
But
I do too.
yeah, no, I know,
No,
but
I know they looked impressive, but I think that was a bit of their Super Bowl in that game because Dart the first game, Neighbors got hurt, a little bit of the adrenaline from him not playing, but I think this is New Orleans Super Bowl this week because if they don't win this, I think their only chance is going to be to beat Carolina, maybe Miami. I don't know if they play them or not, or the Jets. I don't know if they play them or not, but I think this is a perfect spot for New Orleans. I would have taken them, but I saw them at plus 1.5 yesterday, and now they're minus 2.5. So I didn't get a good number. I could easily see the Saints winning by 1 here. So I think you're getting good value with the plus 2. And I see this game going down to the very last second, like a walk-off field goal type thing. So, yeah, Giants, Malik Neighbors is going to be a big loss, but they got guys who I
no,
think
I
can
know.
fill in
Next man
somewhat. They
up,
still
though.
have
I'm a big believer in that next man
Wandale
up, and I'm
Robinson's not
sure,
bad.
right? Yeah, there's a guy
Darius
waiting to
Slayton's not bad
catch,
either.
to get a bunch of balls his
Yeah.
way or whatever. Even if they split, neighbors' targets, they'll still be happy, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think spreading around. Jackson
I
Dart
think
did that in college too. He spread that around. He spreads it around good. So yeah,
I thought
I was
teasing up
impressed.
the Giants would be a good idea too. I don't see this game being decided by more than 7 points. So I think teasing up the Giants would be pretty solid. So let's go on to the silver selections for week 5. Tell me why you are liking the Kansas City Chiefs minus the 3.5 Monday night.
I just think Kansas City just found their groove now. They were frustrated, and everyone was asking them what's going on, and they kind of showed us against Baltimore. Although they are struggling, that they can put up a lot of points and they can be that team. Jacksonville is doing great, but I think this is where Jacksonville's showed that they still have some work to do. I don't think Travis Hunter is really going to be a
Mm-hmm.
factor in this game. And yeah, and KC, maybe if they only win by 4, so be it. But yeah, I see them winning by a touchdown. But I think they'll cover.
Yeah, I think Xavier Worthy's return has really helped him. I mean, the guy just totally changes that offense. Rashee Rice isn't too far behind, so that's good news for Kansas City. And Jacksonville, I mean, Trevor Lawrence is like an interception waiting to happen. But they've had some solid performances from Travis Etienne and Brian Thomas up and down a little bit. And what's his name? Hunter's not getting snaps. Like he even got dropped in my fantasy football league just because they're only playing him in 3 wideout sets, and he only plays in the slot. So I don't know. It's kind of weird. They traded all this draft capital for him, saying he's like he's a receiver, and then for next year's draft you can consider him like a cornerback. But maybe they just realize his body can't take 70 snaps a game or whatever, so they're just baby him in. He is rail thin. So, but yeah, I was kind of looking at Jags, but I don't know. I kind of needed more of a number there for them to be a live dog for me. But definitely they've overachieved, don't you think, this year from
Yeah,
like last year and the year before?
no,
The Doug
definitely.
Peterson
And,
era, and
they're
then they had
finding,
the
long ATN runs and different things, and it's great. But yeah, definitely not a finished product yet. So
yeah, and then they had that little talk with Liam Cohen and Robert Sala at the end of the game, Jacksonville and San Francisco, and one guy's like, "Keep my name out of your mouth," and like Robert Sala is like, you know, pretty jacked dude, not the guy I would want to be mouthing off, but I thought that was kind of funny. But okay, so yeah, Kansas City minus 3.5 for your silver. I am taking the Houston Texans -1. A 1-3 team going into Baltimore who's 1-3. Obviously, no Lamar. Uh,
fading
Baltimore's.
Baltimore, are you?
I'm fading Baltimore. I know you like to attack the weak teams, but I like to attack more the weak public teams, right? So, um, kind of
Hey,
like
don't
picking.
doubt the rush. The
Yeah,
rush will
yeah. The
bite
thing
you.
is,
He's bit me
I
before.
think a lot of people are remembering that he covered a lot of spreads, and I think they're seeing Baltimore as a dog, and I think people will take Baltimore as +1, +1.5, whatever it is. This line was originally -9, and then I saw this line yesterday at Houston -2.5, so it's 11 point swing. That's unheard of. So that just can't be Lamar Jackson not being out. I think it's just they lost so much on the defense and the O line. So I see Houston getting to Cooper Rush here and sacking the crap out of him. Derrick Henry's the only thing that scares me, unless he doesn't do a couple of house calls. I think Houston wins this 17-13 type game, really low scoring. CJ is gonna have to dink and dunk his way around there, but you know, I think they have the best receiver out there, Nico Collins, and they got this rookie running back who they've been playing over Nick Chubb. I forgot his name, but William something or another, but he looks pretty good. So I think they can rely on him, and they only put up 6 points in the first half against Tennessee, which is kind of worrisome. But I think they put up like 20 odd points in the second half. So if they can just get that momentum going, Baltimore, I'm looking for them to drop to 1-4 here, Jer, and Texans could be 2-3 and maybe back in the mix. I don't know. So I'll lay the 1, and I'll take Houston on the road against the rush of Cooper Rush, the Covering machine, the redhead. All right, let's move on to bronze picks, Jer. I'll set it off. I am taking Dylan Gabriel and the Cleveland Browns plus 3.5. I got to do it. Minnesota, I love them, but again, our guy Carson Wentz laying 3.5. I think it's too much. I don't think Minnesota's offense is going to be doing all that much. Neither is Cleveland. It's going to be low scoring, but I can see Minnesota just walking the field goal, and I'll take the Brownies and the new look offense. I like the running back Judkins. Gabriel's he's a bit of a dink and dunker, kind of like a Tua, but he's accurate. He can get rid of the ball. So yeah, I know Flores is going to bring the blitz on him, but I think Stefanski will be ready for that. They'll throw some screens and they'll throw some slants and whatnot to get ready for that. So I like him. I like this. This is a chance for Cleveland maybe win this game outright. I know Minnesota's already been there for a couple of weeks, but this is more of a fate of Carson Wentz again than it is anything to do with Dylan Gabriel. But I do like Cleveland's defense. You know, they did hold Green Bay to 10 points, so they held
A lot of
Cincinnati to
players' first
16 or 17 in
games,
the first
though.
week.
A lot of players' first games are really tough, and I don't know, seeing
Well, they don't have
when
tape on him,
Brian
right?
Flores gets in it,
They don't have
and
tape on
he's
the kid, right? So
no, understandable. He's a smaller guy though. Yeah,
mhm.
I see a long day ahead for Mr. Gabriel. But yeah, let's see. I don't doubt the Cleveland defense. So we will see
The running
how.
back's good too. Watch out for Judkins. He's pretty good.
Yeah,
He had some legal
no, for
issues,
sure.
otherwise he would have been drafted higher, but he's pretty good. He can get loose. I like him. And Cleveland's got some rookies too. Through a tight end Fant, not Noah Fant, but it's another guy. He's pretty good. And yeah, I think they got some tricks up their sleeve. It's those international games are quirky, man. Anything can happen, and it's going to be low scoring, shitty field, shitty grass. Give me an ugly dog here. Give me the Browns and the dog pound. And you tell me why you're liking Detroit minus 10 on the road against the
I
beat up
don't
Bengals.
necessarily love the 10, folks. That's why it's my bronze pick of the week.
Yeah,
Keep that in
a
mind.
lot of
But
points.
they are just rolling right now. The Lions just seem like they're going to put up a 30 burger every game. And their defense just looks so much better now that Aiden's in there, disrupting every play. So I I
Mhm.
really like them. The minus 10 might bite me in the ass in the end, but I still love them to win big. So going with the Lions.
Y- I mean, with the way Cincinnati's offense is not doing anything, and their defense obviously isn't very good. Detroit could probably be up,
Yeah.
25 to 10 at halftime and pretty much blow them out. So, and Detroit does play Kansas City in Week 6, so that's a big game to look forward to. I believe that's a Sunday night game, and Cincinnati. I don't know. I'm hearing rumors that they should trade for Russell Wilson and Kirk Cousins. I don't think it's going to make a difference. You know what I mean?
They do have the
Just take
offensive
an L this
weapons
season,
though. Like it might
but they don't
actually
have.
be worth it to see because Jake just obviously isn't the guy. When you got three great receivers and you can't make it work, it can't all be on just chemistry with Burrow and his receivers. Like I don't know. Uh,
Yeah. Well, the
yeah.
defense they haven't spent a lot of money on that defense, right? So you know what I mean? It's basically they spent a lot of money on offense, and if you're not scoring 30 a game, like you're gonna lose. So I'm almost thinking just chalk it up, tank it, and get a high draft pick, get a lineman or something like that who can protect Burrow and go at it in 26 because it's not looking good. But so that's our platinum, gold, silver, bronze picks, all against the spread. Let's get your dog. You're liking the Jets this week to be barking. against the
Yeah, well, I was just looking at all
crappy
the
Dallas defense?
dogs, and I'm the favorite hawk, so it is a lot harder for me to pick a dog. And then sometimes I'll just pick like +1 or something. It's not even really a dog, but yeah, Dallas has
Right.
shown, they put up 40 on Green Bay at home, but I just think that the Jets are due, and they're going to take advantage of this weak Dallas team and show them who's boss for
Yep.
their first win of the year.
I think obviously Jets have to be motivated after being embarrassed on Monday night. Dallas, like I said, I think they played their Super Bowl last week. I think they got to be a little bit of emotional letdown. Now they're traveling to New York. I could easily see the Jets, Justin Fields getting loose on the ground. But yeah, I like that dog pick. I'm taking the lowly Panthers against the lowly Dolphins. It's a war of attrition. I think it'll be close. So I think Panthers
Games of
should
the
bounce back after being.
WEAK.
Yeah, they got humiliated last week against the Patriots, right? And Miami, they kind of popped their cherry against the Jets. So I'll give the Panthers a go. It's probably not a game I'm going to be putting money on, but yeah, dogs are tough to select this week. There's a lot of just small dogs, and then not too many,
Yeah.
uh, not too many ones that were that tasty to take. Let's go to teaser time here, Chair. Let's move to our teaser of the week. I will kick it off. I am taking on a 6 point teaser Buffalo -2, and then Washington up to +8.5. Tell me who you like for your teaser this week.
Oh, I also love Buffalo in my 7 point teaser, -1. It's a divisional game, could be a close one. You never know. So I love the -1. Just win, baby.
Hmm.
And I'm loving, as former Mr. Double Digits, 49ers +14. I could see them
Hmm.
maybe pulling out a divisional close win. Never mind +14. That's quite a large scale of the point. What can happen points in the game, and yeah, so I'm loving that.
You don't like the +7 as much? You think it's going to be like a 10 point victory, or seven is kind of a
No, I don't really
if
like that game, but I love the +14. Any again, I know
but
I
the
did
thing
get
is, like,
burned a little.
Rams could blow them out too, right? Being a 7 point favorite. That's thing is, I would look at maybe teasing down the Rams if they go to 7.5. But I like SF if I can get 7.5. I think I'll take them for half a unit or so. I think that's worth it in a divisional game. And Kyle Shanahan, like historically, he's owned McVay, but McVay's won the last three head to head. So we'll see. Okay. So that's our teasers. And we are both going with the same survivor picture. We are picking on the Titans. We are taking Arizona, probably the only time. Well, I guess you could have taken them in week 1 and week 2, but this is a perfect time. Tennessee. Trey Benson is hurt though too, so Arizona's out their top two running backs now, so might be an issue. I think that's why the line dropped. It was originally I saw it at 9.5, and now it's down to 7.5. So
I think Arizona's
I don't know.
defense is going to take care of business. I don't think it's going to be an issue. And Kyler will get his points, and running
Yeah,
back is tough. The next man up, I think they'll have
the only
someone
thing
that'll
that
want to
worries
help the
me,
ball
the only thing that worries me is that Tennessee got shut out last week, so they should be pretty motivated. I don't see them winning though, but I can see them maybe backdoor covering or whatever it might be. So that is our survivor picks for this week, NFL Week 5.
out.
And we got our
Yeah.
Thursday night matchup. Rams SF. Sunday night is Buffalo and New England. And Monday night, Jacksonville and Kansas City here on S&S. Any final words, Chair, as we wrap up week 5 in the NFL?
Can't wait for 5-0. Fly, Eagles, fly. Peace.
That's what it is. Later, everyone.